Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Princess Beyond Fashions. My name is Princess. It's good to be here again today. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Okay, welcome everyone. Just want to make sure that everyone can hear me loud and clear. All right, welcome everyone. This week is Mental Health Awareness Week. Um, I was talking about CBT. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story of this person who is a coach, and let me not let me not jump the gun. Let me just tell the story. Okay, so it's how studying CBT for depression and anxiety helped her overcome nervous breakdown. So because she's going through it, she had to start studying CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, that is CBT. So this story is not medical advice. Please, let's note that it's not medical advice. Um, but should you be considering CBT for depression or any number of ailments, please seek medical advice from a healthcare professional. If you need urgent help, you can also call the Samaritans on free phone. It's in the link, it's in the description below, the email and the description, and the people that you might contact if you live in the UK. All right. Yeah, so let me quickly go through the story so I can then check check out the people who are coming in. Experienced Africans, I see you. Thank you so much. Bell of blessings for you and everybody that is in here right now. I see you. I see you. I see you. Okay. All right. Cognitive behavioral therapy, more commonly known as CBT, is a highly regarded and popular form of psychotherapy practiced among psychologists, counselors, and mental health clinicians who found empirical evidence results for depression, right? Anxiety, stress, phobias, addictions, and other disorders like that. So CBT is based on the theory that the way we think about situations affects the way we feel and behave, right? In other words, our thoughts have a tangible impact on all aspects of our lives, including our mental health and our physical health as well. So, our thoughts have a lot to do with all of those things. So, you see, our thoughts create feelings, and feelings create behaviors, right? And then behaviors reinforces our thoughts again. So, it's like going, like that. So I'll take this, I'll tell the story, and when I finish, then I will come back to the chat. All right. So cognitive behavioral therapy is a combination of cognitive and behavioral theory that is powerful when applied to our automatic native negative automatic negative thoughts, most of the time negative thoughts, unraveling the roots to focus on the present reality and alter thinking patterns to create more positive outlook and put our mental health back into our hands, right? Yes. It sounds almost too good to be true, but hey, that is what it does for us. But you know I'm going to tell the story of this person, a counselor, a life coach, and this person started studying CBT. She she realized what she was going through, her experience. So she started studying CBT, and eventually it helped her. Uh, it helped her experience, with her experience with CBT for depression, anxiety, and much more. Those things that she went through. So she eventually told her story, you know, based on her professional understanding of CBT and its practical application. And she said that it has made a prolific change in her, and to her life and all that stuff. So, anyways, when she got this, let me let me see us to see who is around. Cody Sama, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, and everyone who's around, thank you so much. So I'm telling the story of uh, a 53-year-old woman, you know, who says she had, mental health issues, and that her mental health issues started when she was just 20 years old. I'm going to quote her words. She said she suffered a nervous breakdown with immense anxiety and deep depression. She was unable to work, she was unable to eat, unable to dress or wash herself, and totally shut down, being in a state of panic most of the time. This was the most frightening experience she had ever had in her life, and even now, she remembers the feeling well. So, she was put on antidepressants, admitting she naively thought, as many people do, the antidepressants would just make her feel better. That was what she thought. She thought it would make her feel better. So it took her a long time to discover that she had to work with them and contribute to the recovery too. So it's like when giving antidepressants, or when taking antidepressants, or when you are put on antidepressants, you have to work with the people, you have to work with whatever is, whoever is around you, so that they can contribute to your recovery, so that the antidepressants as well can contribute to your recovery. You can't just say, okay, because you're taking antidepressants, that it's just going to be automatic for her to get well like that. Anyway, she was inspired by her father, who taught her that if something is worth doing, then that thing is worth doing right, and her love of learning. She embraced she embraced her existing interest in psychology. So she then said she realized that if she understood what was happening to her, it may help her to cope. And for her to understand what was happening to her now, she had to expand her knowledge. This was how she came into CBT. And she said knowledge is power. All right. So what did she start doing? She then started reading, and she started contacting mental health organizations and reaching out to others living with mental illness, you know. So, which she said empowered her and reassured her that she wasn't alone. And like what I said at the beginning, people going through this, you are not alone. That's the first thing you need to know, and then you need to start, expanding your knowledge. Uh, I'm looking to see if there are other people in the chat. So you are all welcome. I'll give a shout out in a bit. Okay. So during this time, she also tried counseling, which did help her talk about her depression and how she was feeling. But she was not really, those things were not really helpful, in her own words. And it did not offer skills in how to cope and manage her mental health. All right. So, but CBT for depression and anxiety, on the other hand, appealed to her because of its ability to change someone's thought process. This is why CBT appealed to her, because of the ability to change someone's thought process and outlook. Indeed, she found the practice logical and forward thinking. For its focus on the future rather than dwelling on the past. So instead of thinking of the past, she was focusing on the future and picking, saying that although this is painful, right? But she was dwelling on positive thoughts and focusing on the future, right? So she said she concentrated on CBT and on empowering people to move forward in their life as well. Because even in that her state, while she was reading and going through all that stuff and going through CBT and all that stuff, she was still believing that she will be lifted, and she was hoping to empower other people if it helped her. So so she went through a lot. She went through pain, she went through grief, she went through bereavement, she went through multiple miscarriages, she went through divorce, she had a new relationship and extended family issues, right? So she then said it can sometimes be the way that they react to events in their life. The events that happen, things happen to people, right? Stuff happen to people every day. So the events that happen, they can react to such events, and rather than, they can react to the events in their lives. People who go through this thing, they react to events happening around them, right? And that can be harmful, right? So, but her knowledge of psychology and CBT has helped her identify her negative thought patterns. That's one. Her knowledge of CBT, see why I'm talking about CBT. Her knowledge of CBT helped her to identify her negative thought patterns. It helped her to understand her feelings, which she says is half the battle. Then she readjusted her thinking and challenged her core beliefs, the things that she believes. She challenged her core beliefs. So ultimately, she said CBT has helped her change her outlook to improve her mental health and move forward from whatever she has gone through. So that's how she's, helping herself little by little like that. Now, she finds the following questions helpful to think more rationally and calmly when facing negative thought patterns. So, these are things that might help you, the four questions that might help you when you're thinking about negative things, right? Number one, what's the worst that can happen? The worst case scenario. What is the worst that can happen? That's one. Then number two, what is holding you back? You need to think of these things. What is holding you back? Then number three, what evidence do you have that proves your thoughts? Right? Then number four, how can you turn this around? So those were the four questions that she had to be dwelling on. Those were the four questions that she said helped her to think more rationally and to be calm when facing negative thought patterns. Remember what we said, thought patterns, negative thought patterns are not the best, right? Okay, so she also said that positive impacts of CBT have been far reaching. She has been able to help friends and family, as well as her son, who has anxiety issues. She has been able to cope with situations using CBT. She also said that um, her son would sometimes have to wait months to access mental health services. So I don't know people who are going through this, although I put the contacts that I have in the description below, but you may try them out. But she said that she is so pleased that she she has a son who is quite open and happy to talk to her, right? But also that her knowledge has also helped him. So her knowledge of that CBT has helped her son. It has also helped her as well. So uh, the woman eventually became very empathetic. She became a very empathetic person who takes great joy in helping others because she had to talk to other people about what she has gone through and it helped her. But um, she admitted that she had some challenges with her core beliefs. She used to have confidence issues and she used to have self esteem issues, but she said her confidence has been restored, her self esteem is being boosted now, enabling her to feel better about herself and accept the person that she is wholeheartedly. She said it has helped her recognize any negative core beliefs and work on them with the knowledge that these beliefs have been learned in her life, and if she has learned them, if she has learned those beliefs, that she can equally unlearn them. So that's what she started doing. She started unlearning her beliefs, the negative things that she believed that was really, really disturbing her, that was aggravating the issues and all that, right? So, but her story, though her story is unique, uh, her, her story is unique, but you see, I don't know, CBT for the use of CBT for depression and anxiety. I don't know if it's unique to her or if it's something that other people can also explore. That's why I'm talking about it. CBT for depression and anxiety is now the treatment of many people. Many people choose to go that way. So if you're out there listening to me, perhaps you might want to try um, CBT, you know, deepen your knowledge about CBT and try try it out. Because if someone is going through negative things or going through this kind of thing, there's nothing bad in trying out whatever it is that comes to mind. So this it has helped this woman according to the story, right? And she herself had said that it has helped her and it has helped her son. So, and she's a much better person now. Her confidence has been restored, her self-esteem has been restored, and she is able to battle or ward off or fend off negative thoughts when it's coming to her because she has realized that negative thoughts trigger her mental health issues. All right, so let me just pause here and see what's going on in the chat. All right, so I'd like to welcome all of you once again. Oh, so I've been talking for like, wow. um if you go ask your doctor, if you're not going to allow yourself. Oh, oh, okay, sorry, I was taken to if you go ask your doctor, they can refer you, or if you research, there are private counselors that do CBT, but of course not everyone have that privilege to pay. Yeah, for people who are going through it, I have put the I got some contacts which I have put in the description below. Rather suffer with it, go get help, and you know, so it's better to get help, right? That's what I think. Chikwado Space, you are welcome. Thank you for coming. Bell of blessings. So for everybody who is in the chat right now, bell of blessings for all of you, and thank you all so much for coming. Um, I hope I have not missed out people who are coming. Please, if you are in the chat, please put a chat through, say something so I'll see that you are around. All right. I'm sorry I have missed some chats, some earlier chats. Ooh, is a lot. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Because it wasn't her story, she was asking for someone else. You just felt like it was better that you create some privacy. Oh, okay, you're talking about someone. All right. Okay, yeah. Uh, because you have to work at it. But also, if you have addiction issues, it's a big no no because you can become addicted, and that's how people overdose. Oh, no, no, no. Stories and information you shared, you're able to share because there's no identifying information. All right. I understand these situations. Never doubted you would do it correctly. You never disclose identifying information without permission. Yes, yes, I'm sure she knows this, right? I'm sure she knows this. Okay, James Kai, you stopped by and you smashed the like button. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you, everyone who has smashed the like button. So, what's popping, everyone? How's everyone doing? Yeah, so that's the little way I can help. That's the little contribution I have, you know, and this live stream is dedicated to mental health awareness week because this week is mental health awareness week. It helped her son, how she has been able to help the people around her as well, right? People who have identified what they are going through, how she's been able to help them around, and how that knowledge has also helped her um, knowledge of psychology and all of that, right? So, but I have decided to just stop here so I can interact with everyone in the chat. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Experience is one of the reasons many won't even seek help. Okay, it means experience had said something earlier on. Let me see. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's not easy, most especially for us in Africa to accept that one, one or a relative. Oh, to accept that one or a relative is to someone that has mental issues. Oh, okay. Yeah, does not connote madness straight because that's what a lot of people believe, right? Once you talk about mental health issues, that's what they believe. But mental health ailments can be depression, it can be anxiety, it can be phobias, the different types of phobias, like I listed earlier on. So not necessarily insanity in that aspect, right? Yeah. Although I don't want to say some things, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you said CBT won't work for you if you are not going to allow yourself to be open. You have to be open to be able to get help because at times things may get worse before they get better, especially if there's a lot of suppressed emotions. Yes, that is true. And I had said it earlier on too. The woman also shared it in her story. Yeah, and I said it earlier on. And she talking about it. She said her father helped her, right? She said her father inspired her, in her own words. She said her father inspired her, that so she learned that what is worth doing is worth doing right. So that was why, since she decided, oh, since she they were talking to her about CBT, deepening her knowledge on CBT, she decided to deepen her knowledge on CBT. And she realized that it was helping her. And that was why she asked those 4 questions. She had said if anyone is going through that, they should ask those 4 questions, right? And that the person should start discarding the negative thought patterns, right? Start discarding the negative thought patterns, because it is the negative thought patterns that lead to behavior, right? Negative behavior. And then the negative behavior also comes back to forming negative thought patterns and all that and all that. So it's like going round and round and round and round like that, right? So, but the core is to identify the negative thought patterns and get rid of that first. And then your core beliefs, the things that you believe that are negative, you should get rid of them. You should unlearn them. In her own words, she said she had to unlearn to relearn, right? Yeah. So yes, I agree with you. Um, it's offered on NHS. Yes, I've already said that. I've already said that. It's offered on NHS. You could also contact the Samaritans, and I think local minds also. I have them listed in the description below. Please check the description below. You'll see. Uh, yes, we are all cray cray. All of us have our own level of cray cray in us, right? God said the mindset. So yes, Godin, we love you like that. Please do not change yourself for anything. For all the pumpkins in in Scotland, remain who you are. We love you like that. All right. Yeah. Okay. So um, what some people don't know is mental health issues can be genetic. Yeah. Yes. It can be genetic as well. Yeah. It can be, and yeah, I think one of the things she said was post-traumatic experience. Yeah, she had a lot of miscarriages. So it was part of it was post-traumatic, her post-traumatic experiences that she had, the phobias that she had, depression. It led to depression, to anxiety, and all that stuff, right? Yeah, you're welcoming Godo, the great Godo. You're not cray cray, just specially your own way. Okay. Only joke with the core sillies. Yes, we don't joke with the. Yeah, when you joke with outsiders, joke the kind of joke that they can understand. You get. What have I done? Jay, what have I done? What have I done? Keep rocking this band. I can pretend I'll go to the gym. Yeah, please pretend. It will help, right? Yeah. I have it in different colors, right? Yeah. So let me rock this one for today. And maybe some other time I'll rock another color. I hope you guys like it. Just pretend. Just pretend. You are not the only one who asked me about going to the gym today. When I stepped out, I got the same question even in my own house. So don't worry. Pretend that you're at the gym or that you're going to the gym. Okay, it's part of the inspiration. Look onto my sweatband and draw inspiration. Right? Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? May is already halfway gone. Right? May is already halfway gone. So I just have to, bring it back and bring this woman's story. Although I didn't tell the whole of her story, but at least we got some information based on what I was able to, the story I was able to tell, the little I was able to share from what she shared, right? Yeah. So May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Yes, 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 yes. We have to raise awareness for anxiety. We were looking for